Hi families, my name is Tara Grings and I'm one of the vice principals at Costa High School. This video is our way to ease you and your student, or students, back into the start of the new school year. I think we can all agree that the landscape of our world is changing drastically, and that can be really scary. I'm sure you and your student have lots of questions and concerns, and our hope is that this video answers many of them. You know, we shifted to distance learning in just one weekend last school year. And I know that there were lots of growing pains, but I'm also very, very proud of our dedicated teachers and staff, and I'm even more proud of what we were able to accomplish. Now that we're starting the year in distance learning, district leaders, teachers, and staff have all been diligently preparing for you and your student. Suffice to say, we hope you as families feel more cohesion and better supported this year. And even though we can't meet in person on that very first day, we want you to know that we are equally, if not more excited to start the 2020-2021 school year. So let's make it a great year. Now, you may want to grab a piece of paper, and you can always take advantage of that pause button as we go through the items in this video. AB 77 outlines new state guidelines which help schools improve distance learning practices to better support students. Some highlights from AB 77 include access for all pupils, daily live interaction with certificated employees and peers, content aligned to grade level and course standards, academic and other supports to address special needs of pupils, special education-related services required by pupils with an individualized educational plan or an IEP, designated and integrated instruction in English language development, and meals provided for all pupils under the free and reduced lunch program. What this means for you as parents is that you should expect more consistency in your child's education this year, as well as overall support of their engagement with the educator and with the content. Here are some simple ways you can start preparing yourself and your student to be successful for day one of distance learning. If you haven't done so already, start having discussions with your student about what worked last year and what you think you and your student may want to change or enhance. It's important to reflect on that. It's also important to recognize that last year was really tough for everyone. Do your best to bring your student into the conversation. They may already have ideas. Next, enlist your teen's help in identifying a space in the home where they feel they'll be most productive. If at all possible, you may want to consider a space away from the student's bed and other possible distractions like the television. I know my kitchen pantry is a major distraction for me these days. Also, have your student take advantage of the fact that they're at home. Maybe they can change the learning spot depending on the activity. A cozy, well-lit spot may be perfect for reading a novel, while a desk stocked with freshly sharpened pencils may be better for math calculations. Finally, be deliberate about building a routine with your student. Encourage your teen to get to bed at a decent time, wake up using an alarm clock, brush their teeth, comb their hair, and build in screen-free brain breaks with times to eat, times to get outside and catch some rays, and time to exercise. You know, I don't want to brag, but my kids are pretty much perfect. I mean, they're always perfectly dressed and just on time for every meeting. I mean, what are you doing?
I'm going to my Zoom meeting.
No, not like that. You're not dressed like that. Oh no, you better march your little self on up the stairs and fix that. Fix your hair. I work for the school. Brain breaks can be as simple as blasting your favorite song on Spotify, taking a quick walk with the dog, or jogging, calling a friend, or meditation. Extended time on screens we all know is unhealthy, so come up with a few ways as a family to commit to doing brain breaks. Next, We want you and your student to familiarize yourselves with the most commonly used online platforms at Costa. We created this virtual learning cheat sheet, which is a user-friendly, all-in-one-place document that lists each tech tool or platform. It defines what it is and it shows why it's used. Then, the same document has interactive links for students and families to log in. Most of the tech platforms that we use in MBUSD are the MBUSD app's Gmail account, Aries, our student information system, Google Classroom, our learning management system, Zoom, our video conferencing system, Schools PLP, an online curriculum we just adopted, and Turnitin. This document is located in the description box of this video, and it'll also be available on our website as well as in Dr. Dale's email message to families. Now let's talk about student expectations and conduct. You know, we want all students to be responsible, and here are some items educators will expect from your teen. You can begin talking to them about it now. For live Zoom sessions related to school, we want students to have their materials ready. They should have their devices charged and plugged in. They should join all meetings on time. Students should wear appropriate clothing, items you would normally wear to school. Students should be present and avoid multitasking. This includes digital multitasking. Use equipment as intended. Turn on your video if at all possible. And mute your microphone and or video if needed. One more point about the video on Zoom. You know, sometimes we can't turn on our videos on Zoom for whatever reason, but it's really important that you encourage your child to do so if possible. It adds that extra layer of relationship building we so crucially need during this time. Let's continue to look at student conduct and what's expected online. Students are working in an interconnected digital world, and they need to act and model in ways that are safe, legal, and ethical. It is important for students to cultivate and manage their digital identity and reputation. You can help your child be aware of the permanence of their actions in the digital world. Posting pictures, words about others, or opinions can last a long time online. Finally, talk to your child about giving proper credit when using someone else's work. It's easy to look something up online, but we do use Turnitin to ensure student work is authentic and to prepare students for college and beyond. I was so fortunate to work with Jessica Bledsoe and do a live Q&A Zoom session for parents last year. We received overwhelming responses from parents. They were so thankful to have a live person in which to ask their questions. Well, coming soon, this school year, one of the exciting changes is that parents and students will be able to join us for more live Zoom parent Q&A sessions. Dates and times will be posted on our website very soon, and they will also be messaged out in Dr. Dale's email messages. Counseling and emergency services. Please reach out to your child's counselor if you or your child is struggling emotionally. Here are some hotlines to help keep handy should you need them. The Suicide Prevention Lifeline. You can call them at 800-273-8255. The Crisis Text Line. Text the word HOME to 741-741. The Dee Dee Hirsch Mental Health Services Hotline. You can contact them at 877-727-4747. The Los Angeles County Mental Health Services. You can contact them at 800-854-7771. And the Trevor Project at 866-488-7386. In closing, we can't stress enough how excited we are for a new school year. There's also so much more information to come, and if you're feeling overwhelmed, please just rest assured and know that we will be holding your hand every step of the way. Don't expect to have everything perfect and everything absolutely ready with all the supplies and all the perfect spaces by the start of the school year. It's just not possible, but we can all work together and do our best to make sure that we're making a positive environment for ourselves and for our students. Until then, please stay safe, and we can't wait to see you on August 26th.